Good morning, class 7A and 7B. This is Miss Seshu. This is our video number 5. Today we have a new topic, material properties. In this, we are taking a subtopic, metals. And the references are in the course book, page 80-81. So, the keywords we have to see in this topic are shatter. The word shatter means do not crack easily. They can hold large weights without breaking. That means they cannot break easily. Okay, shatter means cannot break easily. If they drop also, they will not be breaking. So for that materials, we can say that materials are shatter. And the next one is malleable. Malleable means they can be shaped by bending. That means the materials which can be shaped by bending. That means the malleable, which means that they can be hammered into shape. The next one is ductile. The word ductile, which means that they can be the materials, they can be drawn out into wires. Ductile means drawn out into wires. And the next one is magnetic. We all know this one. Magnetic materials means which can attracted by the magnets. For example, we can give the metals are iron, steel, nickel and cobalt are the magnetic materials. And the next one. So, as we are looking for the topic metals, metals are very useful materials. Materials are the substances from which objects are made. There are many different metals. Metals are used to do lots of different jobs. Like this. For example, we are taking metal iron. So you can see the picture here. We are using the metals for building materials and also for the vessels, everything like that. So here you can see for the building materials and also the towers, you can see the pictures. Not only these, we are using for the um, household items also, we are using iron metal. Why we are using this is for building materials, because iron metal is a very strong and also it is tough metal. It can't be broken easily. Okay, so if the material not broken easily means what the word we have learned in the keywords, yes, that is shatter. So iron is the shatter. When it is dropped also, it will not be cracked easily. They can hold large weights without breaking. So iron is a shatter material. And also if the for example, you can see here the towers and the building materials. Here you can see the iron is shaped into different shapes. Yes, that means the iron is also changed shape. That means by bending into different types, it can be shaped into different shapes. That means what is the word we have learned? Yes, it is malleable. So the two words are, what are the two words for the iron metal? Iron is the properties of the iron. These all are properties of the iron. So iron is a shatter and also malleable. Okay. So this is the metal we know already. Okay. So the name is gold. Here you can see in the first picture, you can see without any shape. But after you can see made into biscuits and different shapes here. So that means they bend the gold metal into different shapes. That means what? Yes, malleable and also ductile. Okay, this is shiny. The gold metal is looking very shiny. Yes or no? Yes, the metals are usually shiny. So when they polished or freshly cut, we will see more shiny. That means this is the special property of the metals they have, but not all the metals. So some metals they are very shiny, such as gold, platinum, silver, like this. These metals are very shiny and bright because of this reason they are made into jewelry. Gold, platinum and silver is used for jewelry because it is they are very shiny and bright. Not only that, they are having a very high resistance of corrosion. They will not damage easily. Okay, and also they are having high ductility and malleability. That means they can be shaped into different shapes by bending, and also they can be drawn out into the wires. Okay, yes. So here you can see the pictures for the other metal called stainless steel. The stainless steel we are using in our household items also, as well as we are using um, for the bicycles, for the frames, more useful metal this also. So the stainless steel does not rust. This is the main property of this, and is strong, so it can be used for cooking pans and bicycle frames. Stainless steel also conducts heat well, which is useful for fans. Okay. So what are the properties you can see here? The stainless steel is already shining. Okay. The first one is steel is shiny and shatter and malleable and also ductile. Okay. And the next one here you can see the pictures for the other metal called copper. So this is a good conductor of heat and electricity. We all know this before itself. So the copper is used for electrical wires because it conducts electricity well and it is flexible. That means here the properties we are seeing for the copper are shatter, malleable and ductile. It can be hammered and shaped into different shapes here. Here the coins you can see, and ductile means drawn out into the wires because it is very flexible and also it is a good conductor of electricity. That is why we use copper for the electricity. And also here you can see the vessels in the kitchen. We can use the vessels here. So these are very useful metals. So up to now we have learned the metals and its properties. So properties of the metals are, can you say anybody? Yes, shiny, shatter, malleable and ductile. So like this, these are the properties we have learned for the metals. So from the beginning, I'm saying these all the properties shiny, shatter, malleable, and ductile means one word I gave you as a keyword and I explained you about each word. So for each word, I'm saying that we can be hammered and shaped into other different shapes and drawn out into wires. That means ductile. So how these are possible? Yes, because This is possible only by heating the metals. Metals don't melt easily, but they need a lots of heat is needed to melt the metal. Understand? Here you can see in the pictures, this is the melting a metal. A lot of heat is needed to melt the metal. By giving a high temperature, a huge temperature, then only we can bring it into in the liquid form by melting it. Then we can change it into different shapes. We can bring it into wires, we can bring it into vessels, and then whatever the shape we want, knives, same. Okay, these are examples. But only one metal we have, that is nothing but the mercury, that is having a liquid form at room temperature. As well, we know that metals are good conductors of electricity as well as conductors of heat also. How we can say? Because when we touch them, when we touch the metals, they conduct heat energy away from the hand, so they feel cold. Because when we touch the metals, we will feel cold. Why? Because they will conduct heat. That is why when we touch the metals, you can see the picture in the page 81 in the course book. You can see the picture there. The metal of the hammer head feels colder than the rubber handle. This is because of conduction of heat. So by this we have learned today in our topic metals. Metals are shiny and strong. Metals are malleable and ductile. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So by this we have learned about the metals and its properties. So go through once the page number in the course book 80 and 81. After that, go through the weekly plan. There you have the homework and do it properly. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you.